And now we have one official item of business. I request the ratification of the slate of new members of the Chamber's Board of Directors who are all noted in your program, as well as our new chairman. I want everyone who's in favor of ratification of these individuals to say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? I heard no one. The slate is ratified. To all our directors, congratulations. We really look forward to working with you. The business portion of the annual meeting is now officially adjourned. And now I get to do something I've been waiting for. It's my pleasure to introduce the new chairman of the Greater Boston Chamber of Commerce. Bob Gallery is the Massachusetts State President of Bank of America, one of the world's largest financial institutions. He served as the bank's Massachusetts president since 2006. And under his leadership, Bank of America has enhanced its presence in Greater Boston and truly become one of the pillars of our business community. But in addition to being one of the region's top business leaders, I've worked with Bob, many of you have, and you know he happens to just be an all-around great guy. We're so delighted he agreed to serve as the new chair, no one more than I am. So please help me welcome Bob Gallery.
You know, Gloria, we just got to work on that enthusiasm thing. That's the only, but maybe now you'll have a little time to yourself. You can get out of your shell and so on. Gloria, thank you for that kind introduction, but most importantly, thank you for the leadership that you've provided in this community, not just at the Chamber, but in the many roles you've played here for so long, and I know you will continue to play in this city. But you were right, what an amazing 2 years you presided over, given what we've all been going through. And Gloria, I think one of the hallmarks of your time, the time you've served as chair, have been the advances, some of which you alluded to, around the Chamber's leadership development initiatives. And it couldn't have been more timely as we continue to work through the effects of the economic challenges that we've all been dealing with, from budget shortfalls to rising healthcare costs to stubborn unemployment levels. Leaders in the private sector and government, and importantly in our substantial not-for-profit sector, will have to collaborate in new ways to both deal with these issues and to position Boston to maintain its leading role as an innovation-driven economy. I think we've made significant strides in establishing partnerships which are focused on developing leaders at every level, from the program that you mentioned with the Federal Reserve Bank, thanks to Paul Connolly and to Eric, aimed at connecting students with employers through internships, to our young professionals group in the Future Boston Leaders program with the Sawyer School at Suffolk and with Harvard Business School. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it's our largest class of future leaders ever this year. And then there are the collaborations with MIT and with the Kennedy School of Government, both of which provide opportunities for senior leaders to engage with the faculties of these remarkable schools to discuss current issues around technology or regional competitiveness or public policy. These two programs were launched in the last 2 years, and I know Gloria and I would recommend both of them based on our own experiences in the MIT program with Paul last year. And finally, and Gloria slipped this in, the Chamber recently announced that it will launch this fall a program with Simmons College, building on our women's networking programs. A new women's leadership program will be kicked off, and I know this will be a huge success. All of these programs are aimed at helping our members hone their skills, insights, and connections that will keep our region at the forefront of developing the best human capital and innovative thinking in the country. And in part, this is aided by the Leadership Development Fund, which was made possible by last year's 100th anniversary dinner under John Fish's leadership. The Chamber is committed, I promise you, over the next 2 years to continuing to build on these efforts, and that too will be part of your legacy, Gloria. Aside from thanking Ron and congratulating him and the dinner committee on the huge success, which I know Paul will talk about, I want to make just 2 other observations. When Paul Guzzi gave me my assignment, which is to talk a little bit about, if you couldn't tell, I used the word a few times, leadership within the Chamber, 2 things struck me. If leadership is about preparedness and the ability to apply what you've practiced under fire with a cool head. I can't think of a better example of that than Captain Sullenberger, and I can't tell you how happy and thrilled we are to have you with us in Boston tonight. At Bank of America, we have a very special fondness for you, Captain. As you know, but many others probably don't, we had over 20 bank colleagues on that flight headed back to Charlotte that afternoon. It had been a very challenging period for many of us, of course, given the financial meltdown in the fall and early winter of 2008. And with the Merrill Lynch integration, we had a constant flow of associates back and forth between New York and Charlotte. On behalf of all of us at Bank of America, thanks for taking such good care of them. We have 2 tables of people over here who are going to come find you later to say thank you personally. And finally, there is the embodiment of leadership that Gloria referred to, the leadership of our organization, Paul Guzzi. We could not be more fortunate to have Paul as our CEO. Thank you for everything that you do for this city, Paul. And as I told Paul, and as Gloria alluded to as well, it is my sincere honor to assume the chair, and I know my primary responsibility is to stay the heck out of the way of the staff and not mess anything up. With that, I will hand the stage back to you. Thank you very much.